Coming up next, WSX Heat number 2, another 10-lap affair, or 10 riders, I should say, for another 6 laps with another top 5 going straight on to Super Pole. Here's a look at the starting gate, Jeff.
Yeah, Vince Friese basically set second in points, if you will. Big night there for Moto Concepts. Possibly, looking through the rest of the riders, quite a dynamic group of riders from all over the world that we have here in Melbourne, Australia for this World Supercross Championship. A couple of wild cards from here in Australia. We got another Australian with us.
Yeah, joining us up here in the booth, Chad Reed. Chad, I'm glad to see you got your tennis shoes on because it looks like we're going to run you around a bit tonight.
Yeah, I can't run very fast, but I got a little run in me.
All right, well, here we go. Gate drop comes your way. Heading off into the first corner. Who's going to get the advantage here? It's coming up on the inside. The whole shot's going to go to Vince Friese. And as we said, Jeff, he's so good at his starts.
Yeah, and it was such a battle because Joey Savacci, the 17 on that Rick Ware racing bike, was actually to the first turn first. He couldn't quite get stopped and turned. Friese gets in there. The second turn, Savacci's trying to slam him back, but that's how it shuffled out.
So, Chad, Vince is obviously thinking a lot about Ken Roczen and everything he does here tonight. He got the whole shot to show his strength there. Now does he just need to pull away or just get to the Super Pole?
Yeah, I think at this point, Super Pole's the big, one. I didn't make it through the heat race last weekend, but I can honestly say that my thought process was being a top 5, it gives you a shot at the Super Pole, and I think that that's what you want to be. 1 through 5 is as good as winning this one, in my opinion.
Does the extra time on the track in between heats and the finals with the Super Pole give you any advantage, Chad, do you think?
I think, honestly, Jeff, the biggest thing is that the lap is an all-out lap. And so think of your racing days of that, you almost turn everything off. So I don't actually think you take a whole lot on because it's just driven on just pace, and that's it.
Well, Savacci has been so fast here today. Was fast qualifier in some of our events in the different sessions. But Friese's got his hands full because Savacci is really driven. I think he's one of the guys to beat tonight for the Australian Grand Prix win.
Absolutely, and I think that what you're seeing here is going to play out through the night, I think, is we all know that Vince Friese is the aggressor, you've seen him fighting for that first turn. You've seen Joey's, he was trying to make that pass because when you can make a pass on Vince, you got to go.
Here comes Savacci up the inside through the whoops. He's got a lot of speed. Friese tries to cut him off in the corner. There's contact there, and it's Friese that gets pushed off in the mechanics area. Boy, that's unusual. Usually it's the other way around.
And I think that you're going to see the other way around here.
Yeah, if he can get driven and catch some Joey. Now watch right here. It's all set up by Savacci being on the right-hand side, having a little more speed. And he didn't get past him. He basically just got a wheel in on him, barely gets past that GoPro tough box, and knocks Friese out of the way. Didn't take him down. But, I mean, Friese's known for riding like that also, so it's all fair right now. But Savacci looks fantastic. Yeah,
right now you're just inch for inch. Joey's just putting his head down, and he's well aware of who's behind him, so he's just going to run in some fresh laps.
Subaros back to third, Clayson and Mordone. Rounding out your top 5, that's the riders that are going to go.
On board with Frederick Noren right here. Savacci, by the way, was 7th overall at Cardiff, but was a strong 2nd in the super final at that race in the United Kingdom.
And this is where you don't want to be. Too much roost.
Too much roost, yeah, but I think the fastest lap should come out of this heat, I would think, because the track looks better right now, Chad. But Roczen was a 46.3 in the opener. Wilson was only 1/10 off. Right now, the fastest lap so far is a 2nd slower.
I agree to disagree. I just think that Ken Roczen, when the gate drops, is so explosive, so fast. So not at all surprised to see Kenny with that advantage.
Look at the rear tire right here.
Taking a look at this Penrite replay, look at how that wheel just dances around.
Yeah, but look how much the rear tire compresses as it hits the whoop there. Great slow-mo.
This section looks really challenging. You know, it looks like you're fighting for every inch, but yet you're trying to be so patient to get the power to the ground.
How about this quad out of this turn right here?
They make it look so easy, huh?
Yeah, well, and it's going to be easy right now, but once we get into the 3 final format and you're in that third one, the super final, that corner is what, going to have 8 different ruts coming out of it?
2 things. You're going to have the ruts exiting the turn, and then the flat part of the turn where your acceleration is, it becomes really shiny and slippery, so you're kind of getting, you know, 2 different kinds of track.
Chad, we were talking earlier today. You said this venue kind of reminds you with the dirt of Dallas as we see the checkered flag for Joey Savacci.
That was a clean ride. Really impressive ride for Joey. He had to fight for that one.
Yeah, but you think it looks kind of like Dallas?
It reminds me of Dallas, yes. Like new Dallas dirt and everything like that. So for me, cities all over the world, I always, you know, it's the dirt that reminds you of all the places.
Yeah, here's a look at your results. Savacci, Freezy, Supercross, Clayson, and Bourdon are the top 5. They're all going to Super Pole. Everybody else will just get the last of the gate picks.